Sorry, some message was there. I was just trying to read it. Welcome. I'm gonna do this in my Moldwood group next time, but I was just live on Facebook and I told everybody to come over here, so I was like, oh, I have to do it over there. So anyways, if you don't know what Moldwood is, it comes in a 16 ounce and an 8 ounce container. It's a bendable, flexible wood-based product. I put it in this mold the other day. Oh, at least last week, maybe. And so comes in a paste like this. We're not going to mold with it. We're just unmolding with it tonight. But I just want you to be able to see it. It lasts about 6 months on the shelf life, maybe more, depending on how well you keep it sealed up nice and tight. So anyways, hey, Kathy. Hey, Amanda. Thanks for coming on over. So what you do is you just apply this in like you would when you're casting molds, and then we're going to take it out just like that. It pops right out. This is a Dollar Tree mold. However, we are getting our own line of molds that we are working on. It takes about 12 to 24 hours. These are quite thick, so I would say the good full 24 hours on that, maybe even a little bit longer. But what I wanted to do was see how well we could get that to go together. You definitely could use some other Moldwood to kind of paste it together if you wanted. I do have a different mold that I actually have used for, what you call it, I have another mold that I have used that's rounded and stuff, but at any rate, I was trying this one because this one's only $1. My hand's got crap on them. So what I was thinking of doing was seeing how we could maybe come in here and fill it in. But let me, first of all, we're going to take some wood glue. You're definitely going to want to use a wood glue. If you use any, or maybe an E6000 or something like that. And this one's blocked up. This thing's got a big old snot in it. Anyways, don't use hot glue. It's just gonna come apart. Y'all know hot glue just is not for something like this. But Moldwood, you just put it in any silicone mold, and you have a bendable, flexible. Now this isn't going to be bendable really because it's so thick, but I will show you. My goodness. You know how that goes, right? Haven't been live in a while, so I'm just gonna take the stinking lid off and use my finger. I'm gonna apply some on both sides of this round, or this pumpkin. Oh my goodness. Time to get some new glue, I guess. So I tried to make this as flat as I possibly could when I was actually molding it, because I wanted to make sure that I could try to seam it together good. So we're sandwiching it together. I was concerned about the top here for the stem because it kind of curves a little bit, but it's actually going to be okay. So I'm pushing that bad boy together. Wiping off my extra glue. This wood glue will set up fairly quickly. I'm going to add a little bit of heat to it, try to get that to set up better. Hey, Connie and Joyce and Lori, well, thank you for coming over here to see me. So, ooh, that stuff is hot. I'm pushing in on it as I do this because I want to make sure that I'm getting it. Hey, Beth. A tight fit there. Dang, that thing is just so hot. My hands can't take it. So I think if you could get it to actually stay. clamp it. Because once you have the impression in here, the mold, once it's cured, that's not going to go away. That impression's going to hold. So what's nice about this is you can use molds that you already have. But what I was going to do is come in here with just maybe a little piece of this stuff and kind of smooth it out on here. So grab just a little bit of it. And I normally would just let this I normally would just let it set up first before I do this, but because I'm live, it'll take a little bit longer for that glue to actually set up. So I'm gonna just keep coming in here like this, okay? Adding just a little and smoothing it out, the Moldwood, okay? And that's gonna fill in that little area. Of that crack. And maybe you don't mind that because you're gonna make it, it's gonna make it feel more like the pumpkin line. So you do you on that. But that's just gonna fill that area in like that. I do not waste any of it. And then I like to get it back into a clump, take the air out of it, and get it sealed up tight. This one is actually 2 years old on the 13th that I'm using right now. It is a little dry, but I do have about a 6-month shelf life. Again, this is a couple years old. So, anywho. Otherwise, this particular mold, you actually might be able to, you might be able to just slice it down. That one's standing up. This one is not because of the way I must have molded it. But you can definitely fix that. Definitely take it. It's got a little bit of roundness there. You can cut it with scissors, you guys. Cut it with scissors, cut it with a knife, and make that more flat. Yep. So if you don't want to plaster them together, this is what you do. Is just take some scissors to it. Get your flat surface going on. Cut it down till it's cut like that, and then you have now they will stand up on their own. So it really just depends on where you want it, where you're actually going to craft it, or I'm sorry, display it, if this will work for you or not. Make sense? Or if you're going to like that more rounded look, or fully you know, both sides. That's what I'm trying to get at. It's double-sided there, okay? All right. Oh, boy. Doesn't really matter because there's snot in there. Okay. Let me get... Ooh, doggy. It's hot, hot, hot in here. I'm going to take my pumpkin color... pumpkin color. Nope, that bad boy is done. Let's get a different orange. We're gonna take it, and you guys, have not crafted in so long. Everything's drying up on me. See if this thing's got any gusto to it. Okay, yeah, this one is called Terracotta. I do really like this one for pumpkin color because I like the color of the terracotta. It's just fun for pumpkins. So I'm going to color this double-sided one. Again, you can let that Moldwood set up for a little while, maybe half an hour, that I put on here for keeping the seam together. And this is wonderful to make embellishments for furniture. You guys want to put a little applique on something? It's perfect for that kind of thing. And she's at it again. Sorry. That's my dog. She's been having a bit of a go tonight. I'm not really sure what her deal is, but we keep it real here on this channel for lives. We let it all out. We let it all rip. Gracie, it is garbage day here, so a lot of people take their garbage cans in, and that gets her on, puts her on tip. Okay. Sorry. All right, let's get some heat on it. I'm excited for the new molds too. I'm telling you, this hairdryer is so stinking hot. How many of you here have actually tried the Moldwood product? And let us know what you think about it. I will have a description that will come after this where you can purchase the Moldwood. It's creativecraftingbykatie.com. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you do not subscribe to this channel already. Please and thank you. And then this one here, we're going to do, I'm just going to do one of these one-sided ones. Or, yeah, one of the one-sided ones. But I will paint the back side. You guys could turn these into magnets as well. There's so many different things you can do with it. I mean, just go to town, have fun, do your thing. And this just grabs hold of all the detail of the mold. Love Moldwood. Thank you, Cassie. Just gonna try it over here. Maybe it won't be so loud for you guys. Did not let that dry hardly at all, but I'm gonna just put it down and hope that it will set up well on that. So I can come back to this one and get going. I want to put a little bit of dark brown on here for the top. Little tip there for the stem. Green, brown, whatever. We got brown today. I like to come down the pumpkin a little bit to make it look natural. You know how sometimes the tops there, they're just, I'm going to blend it with this brush here. Because it's not always just a solid transition like that, right? Okay, now there's these markings in here, so I'm going to put a little bit of brown here just because we have brown on the go. Okay, so go like that with it. But I'm actually going to come in here and then kind of, again, tone it down a little bit. So it's subtle, okay? We don't need those ribbed areas there to be crazy. Or you could actually even leave the paint in there where it's not dried fully. The orange, in this case terracotta, and then you can do it like that, okay? So see how stinking cute that is? And across the top, it's still wet, but it'll dry. It'll dry just fine. So this one here would be more like that, where it's still wet in the crease. And so there's not much to do. I can just blend it in with that there. But I still got to do my tip. Okay. So that would be good for tier tray, a dough bowl, if you have some potpourri that you want to put in there. And I don't know what our top problem is. So sorry, y'all. But that works, you guys. This is from the Dollar Tree. So I would love for you to use the product if you can't afford to use our mold line that we're going to be coming out with. Please don't let that damper you or hinder you from being able to actually use the Moldwood product. It does go pretty far away because it really just depends on how thick your mold is, but 12 to 24 hours cure time, and boom, you've got the most wonderful, cute little applique. I've got some other things here, some real thin vine that I've done. And here's one of the moldings. Painted, not painted, bendable and flexible. Much more flexible when it's thinner like that, as opposed to these thick ones. But still, nonetheless, they're super, super cute. And so it's just a silicone ice cube tray, and boom, there you have it. So that was why I popped on here today. There are many, many videos on my Moldwood YouTube channel here. I will put a link in the description as well. So you guys make sure y'all come back and watch me over there. So y'all have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you soon. Bye now.